We will go ahead and call to order the school board meeting for February 3rd, 2026. Miss Amanda, may I get a roll call vote, please?
Ms. Richards? Present. Ms. Abrams? Mr. Toller?
Here.
Mr. Westmoreland?
Present.
Mr. Anthony?
Here.
Mr. Duncan?
Here.
Mr. Piazza?
Here.
Mr. Moore?
Here.
Ms. Dominguez?
Present.
If I could correct my language, that was a roll call, not a roll call vote, so I apologize for that. Item B is Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Toller, will you lead us, please?
Yes. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We've mastered that.
Right. Unfortunately, item C, our national anthem, we had a student scheduled to perform for us, and that student was unable to make it. So we will go to item 2A, consider approval of the board minutes.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Toller and a second by Mr. Piazza. Can we get a roll call vote, please, Ms. Amanda?
You didn't want to do the anthem, Mr. Anthony? You could have filled in, I think.
Not today.
Trent, can we just do by consent if nobody disagrees with these things instead of her having to call everybody?
Yeah, we could. Is there any opposed to approving the board minutes from our previous meeting? With no opposition, motion carries. Item B, consider approval of capital outlay committee minutes.
So move.
Got a motion by Mr. Piazza,
Second.
second by Mr. Westmoreland. Any opposition on the board? With no opposition, item B carries. Item C, consider approval of finance committee minutes.
So move.
Got a motion by Mr. Piazza,
Second.
second by Ms. Dominguez. Do we have any opposition to the approval of these minutes? No, with no opposition, motion carries.
I make a motion to waive the rules so we can add an agenda item from the Finance Committee minutes from February 3rd, 2026, but the motion is to waive the rules.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to waive the rules and add the Finance Committee minutes from 2/3/26 for approval by Mr. Piazza, second by Mr. Westmoreland. For this, we need a unanimous vote. Ms. Amanda, can you do a roll call vote for us, please?
Mr. Piazza?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Ms. Dominguez?
Yes.
Mr. Duncan?
Yes.
Mr. Toller?
Yes.
Mr. Westmoreland?
Yes.
Mr. Anthony?
Yes.
Ms. Richards?
Yes. At this time, Mr. President, I would like to make a motion that we accept the Finance Committee minutes from today. And I think, Mr. McNeely, did you want to elaborate on that? Since we didn't discuss that in the public, really? I mean, do we have to?
Well, the main thing in there was to approve the stipend increase for the extracurricular activity travel, correct?
That was really the only
Hourly
thing
rate
there.
for bus drivers from $15 to $25, and the minimum from $30 to $50.
And that starts in
And that will be
August.
effective for this entire school year, because we just didn't get it in the salary schedule.
So that's
Second her
so that's my motion. You guys-
All right, so we have a motion all right, so the agenda item has been added. So if I'm not mistaken, we have to now just vote to
Without-
approve.
Well, we did that, but
No.
now I just made a motion to vote for the item.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So we have a motion to approve the minutes from the Finance Committee meeting today by Ms. Dominguez. We have a
It's got to
second.
be added onto the agenda. So we did a motion to waive rules. Now we need a motion to add this to the agenda as item D.
Okay, so we have a motion by Ms. Dominguez to add this to the agenda for today's meeting on February 3rd, 2026. So we have a motion by Ms. Dominguez. Do we
And a
have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Piazza. So is there any opposition to adding this agenda item to the agenda tonight? No. With no opposition, now it is added to the agenda, and now,
Now I hear my motion.
there we go.
Second.
All right, so now we have a motion to approve the minutes from the Finance Committee meeting today by Mr. Minguez and a second by Mr. Piazza, and we'll do a roll call vote.
Well, we
on that.
have to-
Ask for public input since
Oh,
it
I'm
was
sorry.
added to the
Public
agenda.
input, since this has been added to the agenda for this evening. Nope. And any board questions or comments regarding this item?
Comments is this pet peeve I've mentioned before. When we have something coming from our committee meetings, they are reports from the committee, not minutes. It's just a pet peeve, I'm sorry. And we are adopting the recommendations of the committee when we vote on them as a board in our board meetings.
Okay.
It makes a difference, huh?
You need to word it differently?
Well, that's just what it is. We're adopting the report. All right, so we call question?
Yes. Yep.
Ms. Richards?
Yes.
Mr. Toller?
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Anthony?
Yes.
Mr. Duncan?
Yes.
Mr. Piazza?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Ms. Dominguez?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you. Item 3A is handle with care stipend. Mr. Piazza.
Yes, this originally went to the Finance Committee. Upon review in the Finance Committee, it was noted that this probably needs to go to policy. Therefore, I am asking the board to refer this to our Policy Committee for the next time we meet. It is a handle with care stipend. Right now, we have employees throughout our parish that do our Handle with Care program. For those who doesn't know what that means, we have a special program that we invest in from the district that trains certain staff members on our campuses to safely intervene in fights or conflicted areas across our parish. Right now, you have individuals doing that work that are our salary employee teachers, and they're not getting any additional pay for themselves, putting themselves into this situation. So therefore, I'm asking the board to send this to policy for us to review it, make some changes, maybe talk about some things, but it is request to be referred to policy.
Second.
All right, so we have a motion to refer a handle with care stipend to the Policy Committee by Mr. Piazza with a second by Mr. Toller. Do we have any questions from the board members or comments?
We'll have to admit that last time we talked about this, I left the meeting against this because I really don't like paying à la carte to employees for doing different things. But after having a very in-depth educational discussion with a teacher, I was informed exactly how much they do in this position and how much training is required. And so I got educated and I changed my mind, and now I strongly support it. Stacy?
All right, do we have any other questions or comments?
Don't say I can't change my mind.
You might change it again
Especially when
after
your wife-
policy.
I was about to say, I got the same problem.
Call for vote.
All right, we'll call for vote, please.
Ms. Richards?
Yeah.
Mr. Toller?
Yes.
Mr. Westmoreland?
Yes.
Mr. Anthony?
Yes.
Mr. Duncan?
Yes.
Mr. Piazza?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Ms. Dominguez?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you, guys.
All right, item 4A, presentation of the 2024-2025 financial audit. Sure, all right, thank you.
You got that 2-minute clock, Miss Amanda? We have that clock feature. Will you put it up there?
I was given 30 seconds. The presentation has not changed since the Finance Committee meeting about 50 minutes ago.
Amen.
Clean audit, no disagreements with management. Team did great. Were there any questions?
Good job.
Thank you.
You the man.
Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you guys' time.
See you next year.
All right, with no action needed on item 4, we will go down to item 5, superintendent's report and recommendations. Ms. Stilley, when you're ready. Floor is yours. if you're ready.
Sorry, I was
You're good.
talking, Brett was making me talk over here.
Yes, ma'am, you're all good.
So, first of all, I'd like to recognize the National School Counseling Week. Yesterday, we had our school counselors gathered up in Ponchatoula, and I had an opportunity to go by and speak with them. And so we want to recognize this week, all week, is like National School Counselor Week. And I have a few stats for our board I wanted to read to you. So first of all, we currently employ 41 full-time school counselors. And you may remember a time when we had a school counselor that serviced 3 or 4 schools, pretty spread thin. And so one of our goals that we've worked on over the course of the last few years has been to really try to get at least one counselor at every school, right? Although the American School Counselor Association actually recommends one counselor for 250 students. Most of our counselors, we have it range from 950 students to one counselor to 475. So we're not there, we're not meeting the national standards, but we're certainly making progress, right? So we're very happy to at least have one counselor in every school. Some of our schools have more than that. Of course, high school has more counselors. We started 13 years ago, we had 21, 13 years ago, we've increased counseling staff by 21 positions. So we had 20 full-time counselors in 2013, and they were assigned to multiple schools. So that's just some data. We have 41 full-time counselors, and let me tell you, we could probably use double that. I had a teacher recently tell me sometimes she feels more like a counselor than a teacher because kids have heavy hearts these days. And of course, I attribute a lot of that to social media and the pressures that they have on there. But so I do have a proclamation I'd like to read for school counselors, and so if you'll bear with me a minute, I'll read it. Whereas school counselors play an essential role in supporting academic achievement, career readiness, and social emotional well-being of all of our students, and whereas professional school counselors are highly trained, certified educators who collaborate with their families, teachers, administrators, community partners to promote student success and positive outcomes for kids. Whereas school counselors are advocates for equity and access to educational opportunities, ensuring that all students are supported, that they're heard, and that they're empowered to reach their fullest potential. And whereas through individual and group counseling, classroom guidance, crisis intervention, and comprehensive support services, our school counselors foster resilience, personal growth, and lifelong learning. And whereas the dedication and compassion, professionalism of our school counselors strengthens our school communities and contribute positively to the overall climate and culture of Tangipahoa Parish School District. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the school board and the superintendent of the school district do hereby recognize and honor the district's school counselors for their outstanding service to students, families, and the community. And let it be further proclaimed that the school district expresses our sincere appreciation for their continued commitment to student achievement, personal development, future readiness, and commends them for their vital role that they play in the success of our schools. Be it further proclaimed that February the 2nd through the 6th, 2026 is hereby recognized as School Counselor Week in the Tangipahoa Parish School District, adopted on this third day of February 2026. We need a motion to approve that? Yes. So I'm asking the board for approval to adopt this, and this resolution will, the board president and I will sign it, and we will disseminate it amongst our district. Now, this picture right here was taken yesterday, and that's all of our counselors that were able to be there. And so we got a good picture of them there, and I wanted to share that with you. That's fresh off the press.
Thank you. All right, we have a motion to approve the resolution by Mr. Toller and a second by Mr. Piazza, and I would feel pretty sure we don't have any opposition to this, but do we have any opposition to that motion on the board? All right, with no opposition, that motion carries.
And then the other thing that I have is just general updates. I have three things. One, we continued our pastor tours today. That's been a wonderful thing to bring our community leaders into our schools and do tours, allowing them to really see some of the great things happening in all of our schools. Today, we visited the Ponchatoula schools. We went to 4 of the Ponchatoula schools. They definitely got their steps in, they said, today, a lot of walking. And so, you know, they're carrying back the information to their community about the opportunities for kids. And it's really neat seeing them see some of the they see some of the students from their community there in the schools, and the kids run up to them and hug them, and it's just a great thing to have that community support, and we're really proud of this work continuing. Last week, we went to Laranja schools with the pastor tour on the school bus. We actually get on the school bus and they ride us around, and then we went to the Career Center. And they were just so impressed by the Advanced College and Career Center and the advanced dual enrollment credits that our kids get there, and then also the national job industries credentials they get. And so I walked into an office yesterday morning, and the school secretary says to me, "Miss Stilley, my preacher was talking about you yesterday in the school district about that career center. A lot of our parents didn't even realize." So they're helping us to get that word out to students, and so it's really exciting, and we're starting to see the fruits of that. The other thing I wanted to mention is that our pre-K applications opened up. I believe it was today or yesterday. We have 36 applications in as of about 2 o'clock today, and we did a coffee talk with Corman Brabham today about pre-K and birth to 5. There's lots of opportunities for families through that. And so, if you have a youngster or someone that maybe is 4 going to start pre-K, I encourage the public to watch that and get more information. But they're opening up, and so we encourage all families out there with a 4-year-old to do their application. And then the third thing is I'm going to say the C word, which is the calendar again. But that vote ends on Friday. So we've been I did mention that today on the coffee talk and some other areas. But we have the 2 options. They're out. That's for the 27-28 school year, and that ends on Friday. And we'll also send out something to remind people to vote for that as well. But that's all I have for updates. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we're going to go to item 6, which is board acknowledgements. Mr. Piazza, would you like to start us off with that? Do you have anything you'd like to add?
Sure. First thing I want to say is go Wolves. We had some new champions in Laranja. We got 3rd place in nationals for the dance team.
Out of 27?
Out of 27-ish teams, 27, 28. Yeah. It was a lot. But this is, and Miss Stilley could probably correct me on this one. She's going to fact check me. I think this is the 3rd year in a row they've come out of there placing in the top 3.
Yep.
Last year, I think we brought it home with the number 1. The year before that, I think we got 1 or 2. Mm-hmm. This year, we're now in 3. So that dance team has done an amazing job. And guys, as somebody who has a little girl in dance, it's a lot. It's a lot for the parents. It's a lot for the kids. And I'm not even close to that stage yet. So my hat goes off to the parents and the students for their hard work and what they did, and brings recognition back to our district every year so far in the last 3 or 4. That's amazing. I want to commend Ms. Stilley for her tours with the pastors. I do want to ask the board, because Mr. Toller said at last meeting, is he knows his district sometimes better than we do. I would like us to continue our tours as a board to schools on the north end and through the south end, because I'm sure there's some projects he wants us to look at that we're from the south end, and I'm sure we have some projects they would like us to see, vice versa. And lastly, I want to thank the Ponchatoula High School administration team. They fed us breakfast the other morning for board recognition week, and it was an amazing time. We got to see the choir students come out and sing for us. We got to get some breakfast made by Miss Burns and Miss Gretchen, and got some little goodie bags. It was an amazing time. We really felt the love, and it was good to get to spend some time with the administrators on that campus. I know it's flu season. Please wash your hands. Please wash your hands. Other than that, thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Mr. Moore.
Well, I'm just going to encourage our teachers and our principals. I know that, we are, going through a period of time where, we're dealing with a lot of things that our children are bringing to school. We know that our kids have issues in their neighborhoods. We know that they're having personal issues, and they come to school with those things on their mind. And I know that you as teachers who have children, principals who have children, you deal with some of the same things, with your own kids. And I would just encourage you, and I do commend, the strength that you've shown so far. But I want to encourage you to just remember that these kids are the reason why we're here. And I know I've done this many, many times, but I don't think I can do it enough. And my major concern, my reason for being here is because of that concern for our children and their education.
Thank you. Ms. Dominguez?
Yes, I want to apologize, Mr. Porter. Did you have a good turnout for the punch tool? I had prior commitments, I couldn't make it today. Did you have a pretty decent turnout today?
But it was a good group, and the school did an amazing job with their tours, allowing their students to lead, and they're always impressed by what the students are able to articulate and take them to the school.
I wanted to do that today. I'm sorry I had to miss that, but I appreciate you doing that.
And the board is always welcome to join those, by the
Yeah,
way.
just
We're on a school bus, so there's
yeah.
plenty of seats.
Well, I could have met,
Yeah.
but I had a prior some other stuff I had to do, and I couldn't go, but I hated to miss it. But I also wanted to thank, I've been going back and forth with Mr. Charlie Kirkland on some broken motors in our gym on the side. Goals wouldn't go up and down, and they've been trying so hard to get them fixed. And the gym is one gym and a lot of students in it. So he's been juggling, and I appreciate you trying to work your people to get that fixed because it is very important. Thank you so much for that. And of course, I think Mr. Muse may have left, but all of the things that we've been doing, I've been getting a lot of good reports and people are happy. So thank you for that. And I'm going to try to go Thursday night. Every year, Charlie Vance does the Talented Theater Program, and the students are doing their movies at Amite High School starting at 7. And if y'all have never been, they're amazing. It's 3 movies, 3 little 20-minute movies, but the kids work and they do their own movie, their own script, their own writing, the whole thing. It's just super nice. So I'm going to try to get that, just a reminder to the community. It's open to the public, and it's a wonderful opportunity for, our kids to showcase their talents.
And I think there's a conflict. At that same night, I think it's Hammond East Side is doing their
Are they doing something
play,
too?
their thing at the Columbia, maybe?
Oh, yeah, Columbia.
At the same
yeah.
time, I don't know, that's, okay,
He retires, too.
sorry, I know. I was-
Yeah, I think this is Mr. Charlie's
his
last
last
time,
show,
yeah.
too.
So,
Beat your Pam ready.
I believe this is his last show, too, because he's retiring.
Yes, he said that.
All right, Mr. Duncan, you have anything? Good. All right, Mr. Richards? Okay, Mr. Toller?
Yeah, a couple quick things. First of all, just echo that about LaRondra. Obviously, a big accomplishment for them, and big congratulations to Carly. To see, firsthand the amount of work that they put into that. During the holidays, when everybody else is taking breaks and taking time off, she's got those girls up there every day working out. And when all the other teams are at Disney World walking around, she's got them somewhere in the back of a hotel somewhere practicing over and over again. And she tells them from the beginning that if you join this team, you're joining this team to work. This is not going to be fun. And it's fun because they win, but it's what they have to put into it is a lot of work. And then, keeping in mind that she's also been planning a wedding. She gets married next Friday to my son. So
gosh.
to do all this on top of a wedding is just been incredible to watch. And so I'm very tickled for her. But yeah, 3rd place in hip hop for the entire nation out of the teams that were there. Not everybody gets to go. So that is a big accomplishment. 2 other quick things I want to mention because compliments don't come very often. When we get compliments, I want to make sure that I echo them so that the other board members hear them. 2 parents reached out to me in the last 2 weeks about Civil Air Patrol. As we all know, not every child is destined for athletics, and not every child's academics or whatever. Everybody has their own niche. Civil Air Patrol seems to grab a niche that a lot of kids don't get. It fits a lot of kids that just are left out there with nothing to participate in. And I don't say that as derogatory by no means, because it is a very good program, and these students are excelling at this. And between Coach Rainey and of course Larry Morgan's work that he did before that, and the other teachers, what they're doing is changing kids. And this last parent that reached out to me is a single mom, and she was about to just break down talking about what this does, similar to what the Boy Scouts would do for students. You know, this means the world, and whatever we have to do to support that and spread that system throughout all of our schools, kids need a program like that. It's a very good avenue for them. And then last but not least, a criminal justice pathway. I've heard some feedback from some of the parents, and you know, we're the only district, I think, around here that has something like that started, and I see that program growing. And you know, I was talking to Ladd, the instructor that we just hired. Not every child may go into criminal justice, but every child's going to leave there with a good understanding of law and order. And that's something that we need, constitutional law and law and order. That's something that every student should learn before they get how to interact with law enforcement, how to interact at a traffic stop. All these things that we see that are in need across our nation, we have students here in our school system that are getting it on a daily basis. So that's, you know, that's a couple compliments that I've gotten, that's not on me, but for the school system. And I want to make sure to share it, so thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Westmoreland.
Couple shout outs to Mr. McNeely and his team for the financial audit. Congratulations each year. You're doing an excellent job, so thank y'all. Well as Mr. Kirkland and Mr. Muse and y'all's team, thank y'all for all y'all doing. A great job, you can tell, so we appreciate y'all.
Thank you. Ms. Steele, you have anything else you'd like to add?
I was just going to say, talking about the Civil Air Patrol, we were at Ponchatoula Day with the pastor tour, and Ponchatoula Junior High had several of the tour guides, students, and they were Civil Air Patrol students. And so they were talking about their experience on that cold day, or when we had this bout of cold weather. They went someplace and had to survive. You know, they were teaching them how to survive.
Survival.
I don't know, there's probably a name for all that.
Cold weather survival. So,
Yeah, and so they went through that experience, and they were sharing that with the group. So we see it consistently across the parish, and that was one of the goals, is make sure every child had the opportunity to get involved with that if they wanted to.
Yeah, good for you.
All right, since I'm the last one to go, everybody's kind of covered everything that I would have mentioned today, but echoing Mr. McNeely, great job with the financial audit. Mr. Kirkland, Mr. Muse, I mean, those pictures were amazing. Those bathrooms look fantastic. It gives people pride when they, you know, unfortunately have to use the restroom at school, but nevertheless, it's clean and it's neat, and that's just, I'm glad you guys took that upon yourself to do that, both yourselves and the administration, of course. So thank you all for that. Just a little bit more elaboration on the Ponchatoula High School event that they held for us board members. Almost everything they did that day was student-led. They cooked for us.
It was wonderful.
The items that we got, which Mr. Westmoreland could model if he wanted to. I'm just kidding. I mean, he actually could show you. But it was all student-made. They offered us coffee, which was also made by the students at that PJ's, which is run by the students. Just an incredible experience to be at Ponchatoula High. Just to add a little bit to that, I was there the Friday before. I always offer to parents, hey, if you're considering Ponchatoula High School and you're out of district, or your child's at a private school, please let me come walk you through the school. And somebody took me up on it. They've done it a few times, but when I tell you that if it could not have been more perfect, and what I mean by that is the students we saw were like, hello, good morning. The couple that we saw walking the hallways weren't many. And in addition to that, I was like, looking at that classroom real quick, you got a teacher up there walking around, talking to the students, and the students are sitting there looking at them and learning. So whereas we may have some things that you might see on social media about, oh, this school does this, or we saw a fight last week, 99% of the time, it's a well-oiled machine. It's a safe school. We have a great administration. We have great kids there. We have great teachers there. We have great counselors there. I saw them in the picture a second ago. So don't listen to what a negative person might say about the school that you're assigned to. Call your board member or call the principal there and take the opportunity to go visit it. That's what I recommend to anybody that might have a question. And that's all I got.
And the pastor said that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because they're like, they haven't seen one fight,
Right,
kids
right.
are
doing what they're supposed to be doing in classrooms.
It's a well-oiled machine. Is it perfect? No. We're not going to sit here and say it's perfect. We know it's not. That's why we sit here. And, but it's pretty good, pretty good. And I recommend that people take the advantage of touring schools if they have the opportunity to. With that being said, I believe that's the last item. I don't think we have any public input. Nope. Nobody has signed up for that. Well, with that being said, the meeting is adjourned, and thank y'all very much.